It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Thursday, the 20th of May. I'm Michael Groff. Clouds and wind on the increase today, but temperatures will still remain on the warm side. Might see a chance at some showers across parts of the state tonight and tomorrow, but the big story will be much cooler temperatures heading into the weekend before we return to near normal temperatures by the time we get to next week. All right, let's talk about it first. Yesterday in the valley, 101 degrees, the afternoon high, 74 was the morning low, the normal high 96, the normal low 70. And as we look outside right now, here at 7:15 a.m., sunny sky out there, we're sitting at 77 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew point at 37, relative humidity 24%, wind from the east-southeast at 12, and the barometer is rising. Temperatures this morning, 62 is the cool spot at Fort McDowell, 69 in Surprise. Otherwise, we are mainly in the 70s across most of the metro. The upper air look shows our ridge that has given us the warmth the last couple of days. It is now moving off to the east, and we see a developing trough over the Pacific Northwest, and that will drop into the Great Basin and remain quasi-stationary for a couple of days, bringing us cooler temperatures, increasing wind, and a few showers over parts of the region. Here's the watch warning map. We still have flood watches, a few flood warnings across parts of Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, and Arkansas. Elsewhere, how about some winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories across sections of Idaho and Montana, particularly up there around Helena? They'll be seeing several inches of snow. We have red flag warnings here across the southwest, along with some wind advisories with that developing low pressure area. The fire danger remains rather high. And on the convective outlook, we've got a slight risk of severe storms around Gillette, Wyoming, over towards Spearfish and Rapid City, South Dakota, some of the adjacent states there involved in that. A marginal risk for a fair portion of the central and northern plains, of course, as we get deeper into May and June. The severe weather season shifts further to the north. And speaking of the season, let's take a look at the tropics out in the Atlantic Basin. The National Hurricane Center does have an area of disturbed weather defined out there with a 70% chance of development. But development into what is the question? Because to me, this looks more like a subtropical or maybe even a cold core mid-latitude type system as opposed to a warm core tropical feature. This is one of those things that probably would not have gotten a name even as recently as 10 years ago, but now they name even these subtropical storms. But that's another rant for another day. Either way, regardless of the nomenclature, this thing will not impact the United States. And speaking of things unlikely to impact the United States out in the eastern Pacific, this is a warmer core system, but not much of a system there. Just off the Mexican coast, a 10% chance that develops. There's a very ill-defined circulation there, no deep convection at all. But maybe that will enter into a more favorable region for development over the next 24 hours. We will just have to see. Either way, we're not expecting that to bother us at all. All right, closer to home, the precipitation outlook. This is valid through next Thursday morning from the WPC. No rain in the valley. Not a whole lot of precip statewide. A little bit possible up north over the rim country, the eastern mountains over the next couple of days. And we'll talk about that and everything else going on as we dive into modeling. Here we go. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 2 o'clock this afternoon. There's our low developing over the Pacific Northwest and the Great Basin, and it will be slowly dropping to the southeast and deepening over the next couple of days. So down at the surface today, mostly sunny this morning, becoming partly sunny by this afternoon. We'll see an increase in winds, becoming southwesterly 10 to 20 miles per hour. Gusts as high as 30 miles per hour possible here in Phoenix later today. And high temperatures will cool a little bit from yesterday, still likely into the mid or upper 90s though. Tonight, the sky turns cloudy, a little bit more moisture moving into the state out ahead of that low. And there might just be enough moisture for a few sprinkles or very light showers over parts of the state, maybe even here in the valley. I haven't put any measurable rain into our forecast, just the mention of some sprinkles or light showers possible. So be aware of that overnight tonight, but that's not really going to amount to anything. Overnight lows will be on the mild side, though, with the clouds around likely mid-60s to mid-70s. And then tomorrow, that low continues to sit to the northwest of us and will remain so for a couple of days. So we'll have some unsettled weather across the Sierra, the Great Basin, parts of the Northwest, and the Intermountain West. But around here, just a few showers across parts of the state. Will be partly cloudy here in the valley tomorrow. High temperatures, much cooler, mid to maybe upper 80s, and it will be breezy. Same thing on Saturday, partly cloudy, breezy, highs mid to upper 80s. And any rain should stay well to the northwest of us. On Sunday, that low begins to lift out. We'll have high temperatures still pretty close to 90. The sky mostly sunny and some afternoon breeziness. On Monday, that continues to lift out. Highs warm up a couple more degrees. And we see another low beginning to drop into the Pacific Northwest and sit there into the northern Great Basin on Tuesday. High temperatures around here should warm back into the mid-90s or so, with the sky remaining mostly sunny. Partly cloudy Wednesday, high temperatures mid to upper 90s. Here's a week from today. This is Thursday, the 27th. We've got a big ridge out there across the central and northern Pacific and a trough over the northern Rockies and a little wave out there just to our north and west. High temperatures pretty close to average, if that's right. And then as we look out 10 days, this is Saturday the 29th, pretty impressive vortex advertised up there across northwest Manitoba, northeast Saskatchewan, and short waves rotating around the base of that over the northern plains and the Great Lakes. But around here with high pressure sitting off the west coast, that looks like a dry northwesterly flow and a fairly typical late May pattern. High temperatures would be right around seasonal averages, and for this time of year, that means getting pretty close to the century mark. All right, looking at rainfall for Phoenix, this runs out through early June, and this is coming off of the European ensemble, and yeah, that is a big batch of nothing. And temperatures off the national blend of models will trend it down tomorrow, especially Saturday, high temperatures mid-80s. And then warming up a little bit beyond that. And by the time we get toward your Memorial Day weekend, high temperatures likely right around 100 degrees. And that should do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here tomorrow morning. If you enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe, like, share, and click that notification bell so that whenever a brand new video is posted, you'll get the notice. Your comments, questions, and suggestions always encouraged as well. Thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. You guys be safe, stay cool out there today, and have yourselves a wonderful Thursday.